Now, since all this whole drama that happened between Wike and this naval officer in Abuja, there have been too many reactions. And what gladdens my heart so much is that Nigerians are supporting this gallant officer. Even the former military chiefs and the present military chiefs are giving him kudos. In fact, I hear say some of them allegedly, they even tried to get to the officer and say a thank you for doing so, for standing on your rights. Yes, this is the kind of people we want. This is an uniform man. FCT minister is just few years. If I thought Tinubu will still go on with him, he will still maybe stay there for 8 years. If I thought he will not go, after 4 years, he's gone. This young man will still be there in office. So you need to respect that uniform. You get the point? I thank God that some of them are talking. Former military chief Buratai is saying that the commander-in-chief, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, deserve an apology from Wike. And even that Wike should also apologize to that particular officer for doing such a thing. That what he did is a clear threat of national security. It's a clear threat to our national security, according to Tukur Buratai. Just listen to this and hear what he said as he posted it on his FB handle. You get the point? A former chief of army staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, retired, has warned that the confrontation between the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Wike, and the Nigerian Navy officer in Abuja represents a clear and present wahala to national security and called for urgent corrective action. Buratai, in a statement on his verified FB handle on Tuesday, said Wike's conduct during the exchange transcends mere misconduct and undermines the authority of a commander-in-chief and the integrity of the armed force. Reporting that the clash, which reportedly occurred at plot 1946, Gadawa District, Abuja, stems from a dispute over ownership and development right to a parcel of land allegedly linked to a former chief of naval staff. The FCT minister, accompanied by senior officials of the Federal Capital Development Authority, had visited the site to head what he described as an illegal construction when he confronted a Navy officer allegedly supervising the property. In a viral video of incident, Wike was seen expressing outrage at the officer's presence, insisting that no individual, regardless of their military affiliation, was above the law. You are in uniform, and you are telling me that the Navy owns this land. Who gave you the rights to build without approval? Even if you are the chief of naval staff, the law must be respected. Wike and law. Wike was heard saying in the video, the officer, who had not been officially named by the Nigerian Navy, responded that the property belonged to a former service chief and that the military had authorization to protect it. However, Buratai, in his reaction, said the minister's tone and public rebuke of a uniformed officer amounted to a reckless act that strikes at the core of Nigeria's command and control structure. He said, a minister's verbal talk on a military officer in uniform is an act of profound indiscipline that strikes at the very foundation of our national security apparatus. It is not political theater. It is a reckless endangerment of national order. He added, the action by Wike is clearly an indication of undermining the federal government authority. It disrespects the commander-in-chief and wound the morale of every officer who serves under the Nigerian flag. Buratai, who served as Nigerian Chief of Army Staff from 2015 to 2021, urged President Bola Tinubu to treat the matter as a national security concern. Wike must, under an immediate and unequivocal public apology to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Commander-in-Chief to the Armed Forces of Nigeria and to the specific officer whose honor was violated, he declared. The integrity of our armed forces demands nothing less. Our nation's security must come first. It is time for decisive action, not politics of military wahala, he added. Reacting to the development in a post on his X handle, Shenwore criticized the military authorities, describing the situation as a reflection of misplaced priority in self-interest among public officials. He wrote, "The military primary responsibility is to safeguard the country's borders, but instead it is devoting resources to protect parcel of land for a high-ranking officer, allegedly acting on order." The pathetic scenario is the pervasive self-interest among officers who cater to the interests of a privileged minority at the expense of national protection. However, some have defended Wike action. APC chieftain Joe Igbokwe, in a post on Tuesday, described the officer's behavior as symbolic of a wider right, saying, "What this small boy displayed today has a million meanings. Who sent him to this mission? I'm running away with the thinking that those land were stolen. Are you serious? Taking him out of the military as soon as possible, he represents wahala." Meanwhile, on Wednesday, legal experts said the officer action amounted to a breach of the law, adding that no military regulation permits officers to guide private property and that Wike as minister exercised presidential power over land administration in Abuja. Una go to talk. At thank God the way his people are defending him and Nigerians at large are backing him up. On what Shenwore said, Shenwore is very right on what he said. But all of us know how the country has been. All of us know how these people have turned our country to. You get the point? But at this time now, all of us, even me, are supporting this young officer for standing on your ground. Yes, for standing on your ground. This is an uniformed man, like I said. He will stay there till the minister will finish his tenure and pass away. The minister will finish his tenure and his tenure will just pass like that. But this young man will still be there. So he deserves that respect. He deserves to be talked to in a polite manner. You get the point? We are waiting for what the president himself will say concerning this issue, because the president have not said anything on this issue since that day. The reaction that have been coming up is coming up from different angles. Different people saying different things. Some people are backing him up. Some people are saying that he did not do well, that he did that, he did this. You get the point. Why so many Nigerians are backing him up and saying, Odogu, you try to stand on your ground. You try to do the needful. Do it another day so that in fact, some people are saying that his action shows that we still have hope in Nigeria to stand against all these bad leaders in Nigeria. Well, just drop your own thoughts at the comment section. Let's see how the thing is going. We are still watching. I'll keep bringing up information concerning this. I remain my humble self, the icon. Peace and love. Don't play. We move regardless.